here's the diamond or plow configuration. In this particular case, all I did was took one of my 20-foot lines with the big round D-rings on them, or just stainless steel hoops that I got at the hardware store, tied it off, tied it right onto this right here, the tie-out point for the tarp, went down to the far end and tacked it into the ground, and that was the initial configuration and setup, was from this point forward, and then it goes back up to the tree and rises up a little bit. I just took the opposite corners and pulled them out so that, again, I've got maximum, coverage out here. I did take the tent pole, like I did in the previous configuration, or not the tent pole, but the walking stick, put it in through the center. If I had a tree overhead, I could tie off to that particular center tie out, which turns out that thing is just invaluable. You've got to have one of those on any kind of a tarp configuration. Now I could lower it. It's about, again, chest high. I could lower that, make it a little more stealthy, but it's getting pretty warm out today, so I do need what little bit of airflow there is going around. But in lowering this portion down here, then I could actually take a couple of these tie-out points and I could block more wind, I could block more rain, I could block more snow with it. So there are a lot of different things you can do. You can see in here, and I'll see if I can zoom in on it for you, but I've got that tent pole just sitting right in the middle. And we have got just a ton of space in here. Of course, the tree's gonna, hinder your entry and exit, but, like anything else, there's always trade-offs in the world. I'll give you an idea of how much room we've got in it. That should give you a pretty decent idea of the kind of space that's in this thing. Once again, I'm sitting upright, stuff's falling off the trees, it's not banging on my head. There's a lot of walnuts. These are all walnut trees around here, so, beware of falling objects. But again, with this tarp, you've got a big enough scenario. You could put a guy down either side, one down through the middle, especially if you didn't have the tent, or the walking stick rather, holding it up. If you tied it to a tree limb, again, you've got plenty of space in here. You could build a fire just outside either opening. Some of that heat's going to radiate back into you if it's a, cold weather type scenario. Again, the versatility of this tarp is just, it's phenomenal. This particular tarp came with 4 just, metal L-shaped stakes. They tend to work pretty good. I haven't had one pull free yet. I do carry 6 more of these yellow stakes in the bag with it. They're just 6 inchers. They work beautifully, and they're plastic, virtually indestructible. But again, even if they are, they're $2 at the store, and they don't weigh anything, so it doesn't really add any extra weight to the pack. But overall, yeah, just another nice configuration for the DD 3x3 tarp. It's a Silnai, like I said, it's a 190T nylon with a PU coating on it, so it should shed water nicely. It shouldn't come apart. It's like anything else. I mean, if you abuse it, you're going to lose it. If you take care of it and do the best you can, then it's going to take care of you. All right, guys, I'll see if I can come up with another configuration.